Mario games and plot. Mario games, plot. Two things that are rarely seen together, like Thor and a barber, or horror movies and common sense.
You crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
In basically every Mario game ever, Bowser kidnaps Peach, and Mario is the only hope she has of being saved. I mean, Luigi's there too, but, you know, it ain't as much about length as it is girth, you know what I'm saying? Bowser's basic motivation for kidnapping Peach is to use her as a hostage, or take her as a bride, or something along those lines, and gain control of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a simple, exquisite, and basic idea, good for a simple story. But now in 3D world, he's capturing fairies by shoving them in bottles. Who taught him that? Link! Link! Get in here! I told you not to converse with that guy. He's a very bad man. You understand? Good. Now here's a sword. Go slay Ganon. In case you're unfamiliar with the plot of Mario 3D World, basically, it's this. Mario and the gang are walking. Whoa, it's a broken pipe. It's clear. Odd, but let's actually do plumber things for the first time in 20 years. Whoa, a fairy. Whoa, a Bowser. How does he fit in that? Oh, and he's gone. Along with the fairy, which are called Sprixies, by the way, and thus Mario and the gang decide to go stop Bowser. The crystal pipe sends them to the Sprixie Kingdom, and thus the adventure begins! You travel through various lands in this kingdom, and at each castle, you save a Sprixie, which then magically constructs a pipe to the next land. You finally get to Bowser, and you stop him, freeing the last Sprixie, and that's the plot. But now the question is, why? Why does Bowser suddenly stop wreaking havoc on Peach and the Mushroom Kingdom? What makes this distant Sprixie Kingdom and the fairies who reside in it worth his time? The easy answer is that this is just another kingdom to take over on his quest for world domination. And capturing the Sprixies is the first step in taking over their kingdom. But Bowser can be cunning, so it's not in his character to be so simply minded. We must keep in mind that all of these games are told from the Mario Brothers' perspective, and thus put them in the spotlight and treat them as great heroes, and portray Bowser as a mindless meanie. Meanie weenie bobini. However, even with this intentional bias and deception in favor of the Mario Bros, it is possible to catch a glimpse of Bowser's true motives. Just because Bowser is a bad guy doesn't necessarily mean every decision he makes is a decision towards villainy. After all, Bowser was directly involved in saving the Mushroom Kingdom and Star Road during the events of Super Mario RPG, as well as defeating Fawful during Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. And he doesn't mind putting down his quest for domination for a round of golf now and then. Sometimes, even capturing Peach was likely done with good intentions. In Super Mario Sunshine, he does so because he wants his son to think he has a mother. So it's possible that his motives in 3D World, from his perspective, were in fact good, altruistic. Let's consider what's unique about the Sprixies. When everyone is rescued, they are shown to be able to build crystal pipes out of thin air in mere seconds. While it's unclear if they can only build crystal pipes or not, one would think that since they can, they could also magically build other things. Upon learning of this magical ability, Bowser captured the Sprixies to harness their powers. Sure, he probably could have just asked them for help, or paid them with his obvious vast riches, but Bowser isn't exactly known for his social skills. But what would Bowser want to build? Well, castles, obviously. Bowser clearly has a thing for castles, and somehow manages to have multiple brand new castles built for his minions in every game. Not to mention that his own castle is beyond massive. Problem is, castles aren't cheap. and even if he builds them with slave labor, they can take a while to build. Keeping Sprixies on staff would make castle building a cinch. But now you're probably wondering how this is altruistic. Well, the answer is that Bowser no longer has to capture Peach and steal her castle, or any other occupied castles, ever again, since he can now build his own in a totally separate kingdom, no less. Furthermore, going by percentage, very few of Bowser's castles are actually built for himself. Instead, he can now reward his loyal followers with their very own castles. But that's not all. Near the end of 3D World, we see that Bowser has also built a large amusement park. Seriously, it's an amusement park! What could be more fun, happy, and non-evil than that? Bowser just wants to reward his friends and family with a fun place to hang out, giving them a big thank you. Until Mario has to come in all Mussolini style and ruin everything again. What a jerk! And that's the theory. A more thought-out plot and reasoning to Bowser, besides, he's a bad guy because he's a bad guy kind of plot that Mario games typically have. Bowser may be a socially awkward bully, but deep down, he just wants what's best for his fellow Koopas. Hey, thanks for being awesome and watching. I want to thank Ryan from What They Call Games for this theory. You can check out the description for a link to his page. And if you like these kinds of videos, feel free to subscribe to be notified of my next one. So until next time, stay awesome and keep using your heads.